Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be our co-stream. We're going to watch the Outriders Broadcast number 6. It goes live in 20 minutes, so you'll want to fast forward 20 minutes in this broadcast to get to that section. So we're going to break it down. They're calling it A New Horizon. A long time ago in their patch notes, I saw them put New Horizon in capital letters, and I thought, that's probably going to be the title of their first DLC. So if you like my coverage of all sorts of games like New World, Outriders, From Software games, remember to hit subscribe and the bell button so that way you are here for those live streams. We should be redirecting everybody over from the previous stream. That way they are able to partake in the discussion and everything that we're about to break down. I'm hoping for good stuff. I really, really am. I covered a lot of Outriders when it first came out. And here, I'll get myself down in the corner here. Oh, that's not the right image. There we go. This is what we're going to be watching right here. And then I'll get myself cropped and small for you. So that way I'm not overriding too much of the screen here. This is fine for now, I would think. This is fine for now. This is a fine size. We'll just make it a little bit more of a rectangle. Yeah, I think that the game always had good potential. I think they would need to clean up a handful of things. I would want to see. I would really want to see the audio cleaned up. I think there's a lot of noise pollution in this game. I'd want to see the content loop cleaned up, combat optimization. I personally think they have a long way to go if they want to get this game into a better state. Why do I think it needs a savior moment? I don't think it needs a savior moment, but I definitely think they need a nice uptick. I think they need a nice uptick in quality. There were definitely a lot of issues, I think, with the game, personally. I don't think it failed at launch. It's a play and put down. It was a play and put down, Eugene, but they were very clear about the fact that they were going to be doing a lot more with it, and that if it was, supported, I wonder what we're playing today. Yeah, I mean, Doc looks like he's got some info. He looks like he's gonna be. Yeah, he's got a thumb. He's got an image on Twitter. Looks like Halo might actually be landing today, or he's just messing with people. Audio improvement is necessary, right? Like, when they said that it wasn't going to be a live service game, but that they would support the game ongoing if basically they were like, if it's commercially successful, we're going to support the game ongoing, right? And I think the game did well commercially, even with the Game Passing. Now, Game Pass might have hurt it, but they might have said, look, now that you got all those people exposed, you could launch a DLC, launch something ongoing, and then, see how well it goes. If they have like a Taken King moment, Is it going to be enough to bring back all the people that said frick it within the first few weeks of the game launching? Right. Or the people that played it through Game Pass and were like, this isn't very good. There's a lot to be said for that. There's a lot to be said for people that got to experience it and didn't have to spend any money. Are you going to get them to come back? Because it's not, it's not, it didn't require them to spend anything. And I think that's going to be a challenge. Because if they didn't spend anything then, and now they have to, what's the price point entry going to be? Right? What's the price point entry? I preloaded Halo, but it was like a 230 meg file. There's no way that's the game. There's no way. Ooh. It has room for a decent endgame loop without needing live service. Godfall has no live service, but you can still grind that for ages. Yeah, I think Godfall is another game that has potential, but you'd have to really get out the defibrillator and just rub the paddles together and kapoonk, bring the game back, You can stop saying Game Pass may have heard it. Square played them all. That is all. I don't know why you would say that. I don't know what Square did to them. I'm not like, I know you're rabidly in defense of Microsoft, Mo, but I'm not blaming Microsoft. I'm saying having Game Pass on a big launch like that can be very damaging because so many people can play a huge new title and spend $0 and make up their mind about your game with zero money spent. It's a lot easier to play a game for 2 hours and be like, yeah, it's not for me, and put it down. But when you spend $60, you're more likely to say, well, let me see if I can make a go at this. Let me see if I can make this game, work for me, or whatever, whatever language you want to use, right? But when you don't give them any money, it's a lot easier to put the game down. If they didn't give them the money, well, there was a stipulation about whether or not they would be paid. That's not Square playing them. That was in the contract. And if Game Pass undercut that revenue generation, then what do you want? What do you want? Like, that's not Square's fault. That's not anybody's fault. Like, now, who brokered the deal for Game Pass? I don't know. If Square Enix brokered if they brokered the deal for Game Pass, then maybe it hurt Outriders, and then People Can Fly is sitting there thinking, we would have made commercial sales, that would have been high enough if you would have staggered it and put it on Game Pass 2 weeks later or something. What happened with Forza and MLB? Homie, we don't know. We have not seen the financial reports on those games. All you're seeing right now for Forza is player numbers. Player numbers can be grossly inflated by Game Pass. Well, like 23 million subscribers on Game Pass? Player numbers don't necessarily mean mass commercial success. It doesn't, because they're not spending any money to play the game. I'm sure Microsoft paid a pretty penny, so you might consider that like a commercial success. Like, oh yeah, we made a ton of money from that. But who makes the money in that situation? Does the publisher get all that? I don't know. We don't know the negotiations. I've not seen the finer points of the contract. If you guys are tuning in for the Outriders broadcast, we're going to be breaking it down and watching it together. Be sure to smash the like button. If you want to talk in chat or ask me questions or commentate yourself, you can talk in our chat. Just hit the subscribe button. We're glad to have you here. We covered the New World combat changes this morning. Now we're covering some Outriders. This last Friday, we did some Elden Ring. And we also did some Lost Ark coverage, covering a lot of different games here on this channel. That's their fault for not negotiating right. I think the biggest problem with these discussions, Mo, is you approach it as if Microsoft's a deity and can do no wrong, and so you're assuming that Microsoft's in danger of having blame placed on them. And so you're automatically placing blame on Square or People Can Fly or whatever their negotiation failures were. No one is sitting here assigning like moral or ethical blame on Game Pass. Game Pass is in the equation, and it's fair to say when a big AAA title has its launch and is simultaneously on Game Pass, that can hurt the game's commercial success. That is a fair, non-opinion, non-emotional, non-attack-laden statement. I'm not talking about Microsoft or Game Pass or the goodness or the badness of the merits of Game Pass. I'm saying when you have a big title like Outriders, they've learned a lesson. They're one of the first games to try it, and it seemed like it didn't go well for them. And other games should take note. If you're a real big AAA title, it's probably not a good idea to throw yourself on Game Pass on your launch day. Probably not. Like, that's not a slam on Microsoft or Game Pass. I'm saying in general, the only one that I've heard is Outriders. Right, and there's probably particular reasons for that. And here they are. Outriders had no monetization structure at all, no micros. These other games do. I'm positive MLB has microtransactions. Does it not? Forza has microtransactions. Therefore, getting mass exposure for games like that are either super polished or super popular, like Forza, they aim to make tons of that money back. They're okay to let people play without paying. Outriders had no way to make money from those people. There was no way for them to spend money in their game. So it's a lesson. It's like, if you don't have microtransactions and you're a big AAA title, you probably shouldn't throw yourself on Game Pass during your launch week. Just probably a really bad idea. If you got micros, then the next question would be, how polished is your game? People Can Fly might have been saying, look, we need 3 more months minimum to get this polished and ready to go. When your game's not ready and the publisher's pushing for launch and it's hitting Game Pass, that's a really, really bad recipe. Really bad recipe. And what Eugene is saying, how many people canceled their pre-orders because of the Game Pass announcement? There were literally people saying that on Twitter, oh, I'm going to cancel my pre-order. And People Can Fly was like, well, it supports us more directly if you don't do that, but we understand why you might. Like, They left it on Game Pass way too long, 2 weeks tops. Even the first 2 weeks is a bad idea. If you have a single bug or glitch that is considered pretty serious or game altering, you don't want to be sitting there on a free hopper. That's not good. That's not good at all. Game Pass saved this game. No one on PlayStation gave a crap about this game. Okay, sure. You know, Steam charts for this game were fine for 2.5 to 3 weeks straight. So I don't think what you're saying is true. If for some strange reason people on Steam liked it, and the player base numbers actually were not bad on the whole, they were fine. And then we got into our 3rd, 4th, and 5th week, and they went down, which was to be expected. I said, when you get to the 5th or 6th week in this game, it'll be a ghost town because it's not meant to last. They didn't build a live service game, and I find it completely counter to everything that I looked at the time. That for some strange reason, Sony fans just rejected it out of hand. I just don't think so. It was doing very, very well on Steam charts for at least 3 weeks. Do you think it can recover? Oh, I think it can. I think it's got things about it that are appealing and enjoyable. I think they need to fix the sound design. I think the sound design's awful. I think they need people to come in and help them with balance and loot and loot delivery. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. With balance and with loot delivery, I think they're novices. In a similar way that like Amazon Games needs to pull some people in to help them with MMO, endgame design. They don't know what they're doing. And I think New World's in great shape, but they don't know what they're doing with respect to endgame. They've got issues. Big ones. Watch Asmongold's video. Now, thankfully, they're being very protected from that and very insulated from that because most of the people playing New World are mid-laners and casuals. And Outriders, could conceivably, Outriders could get into a very similar situation and pull in a lot more of the mid-laners and the casuals that don't notice how bad Outriders' balance and endgame content loops are, but I don't know. Outriders is decent but pretty forgettable. I just think Outriders combines a lot of things that can make it flourish. I do. I think it combines, ability-driven combat. It combines looting. It combines visible abilities and power in a good way. I can partially see the Sony thing being partially true. Xbox people get their game for what is perceived as free, while Sony players have to pay full price. Leaves a bad taste. I mean, maybe distorted, but the Steam charts were healthy. They were healthy, and all of those people can get a refund. You can't even get a refund on PlayStation. I don't know. Unless it was having massive performance issues on PlayStation, which was driving people to leave, bad reviews and not want to play it. I don't know. Outriders made me wish Anthem has been a success. Oh gosh, Wicked. You got that right. Outriders did make me wish that Anthem had been so much better because there were so many things about Anthem that was so good. If you could have given me, the combat loop from Anthem with the build diversity and loot diversity in Outriders, like Outriders actually had really, really good, loot and build diversity. It wasn't balanced. Removing the timers is the first step, but not enough. Removing the timers? I don't remember. What issue was there with timers? If you guys are new and tuning in, we're going to be watching the Outriders broadcast. I cover a lot of different games here. Usually we're in a scene like this with a talk show format. I am a safe for work broadcaster, so feel free to hit subscribe and the bell button if you're enjoying your time. Could we get some more likes? There's a lot of people here. We don't even have 100 likes yet. We would appreciate you smashing that like button if you're enjoying your time this morning. Or I'm sorry, this afternoon, almost. Didn't the endgame expeditions have timers? Oh, that's right, they did. They did because you got more loot the better you ran it. That is right, I remember that. Yeah, timed content is really not very popular. It just isn't. I remember when they had the timer in the Nightfall. I remember they did that in Destiny. People friggin' hated it. And, yeah. I like the smash button. Thank you. Timed content is generally loathed. It really, really is. It's generally pretty loathed. People don't like it very much. Yeah, and And I know why. I'm usually not a big fan of it, you know. I thought they were fine when you play with a good team, but my biggest frustration was I was super built into a Devastator, and if you played with other people, your Devastator couldn't do anything. All you had to do is play with... If you played with 2 Tricksters, your Devastator couldn't do anything. It was so annoying. You weren't contributing at all. If I played solo, it was more manageable, and I felt stronger, but, like, that defeats the entire purpose of the game. You know, and I also thought the bounty system where like you did the animal bounties and then you did the people bounties. I don't know. 83% of the physical Outriders UK sales were on PlayStation consoles. Well, that's not bad. That's pretty good commercially. I mean, but what were the reviews like? I guess how did it fare in the PlayStation Store? Because it did have problems, and all those people might have felt like what somebody said, like, well, we couldn't get it on Game Pass. We had to spend real money, and we can't get our money back. It's, you know, because Outriders was rough. It was rough that first week. It wasn't Anthem rough, but it definitely was rough. It was having some issues. I couldn't even play it on PC. I moved to console. PC was so frustrating because it played fine in the beta, and then once I played full game PC, I had all kinds of performance issues. And it wasn't just because I was capturing. I tried playing it without capture card, and it was just, I don't know, it was rough. Timed content is what makes us look for ways to cheese it, so it's not a nightmare to get done. Right. They do timed content in Far Cry 6. Yeah, I didn't actually get a chance to play Far Cry 6, unfortunately. I mean, I played it, but like I didn't get to like play it. I like Far Cry games, man. I do. I was bummed. I was pretty bummed. They fixed the legendary drops. I never saw many at all, even with getting things done very fast. That's why I stopped playing. Yeah, the drops weren't high enough, I don't think. Anytime, like, and here's the thing: if Outriders wants to have like a good ongoing content plan, they're gonna have to figure out how to be generous without cannibalizing the game. You know. Agree. Outriders, it was so tough to get the amount of damage that the timers seemed unachievable. We never had issues with the timers, but I was playing with really, really fully kitted Tricksters and whatever the other guy's name was. And I was a Devastator, so I mean, I was getting carried. And the one time they disconnected, and I handled things on my own, but again, that was because everything scaled down, because I was by myself. And then the Devastator having uptime on his abilities is like super duper dependent on you being able to get damage and kills and stuff. And if you can't get damage and kills because Tricksters are killing everything, the Devastator just sort of sits there like a chump, like he's not a part of anything. Takaneko says good times, right? Yeah. If you were playing with a Techno, Trickster, Pyromancer, it was so hard as a Devastator. Like, you couldn't do anything. Crazy? Lono getting carried? Can't believe I missed such a rare sight. Or running with Techno bullets. Yeah. The one time they both DC'd, and I had to finish the thing by myself. And I did. I was able to do it. And it was because everything scaled down and was suddenly manageable, and I was able to keep uptime on all my abilities because everything wasn't getting killed for me. They buffed loot drops a while back. Get shower with loot, including legendaries, at the end of an expedition. And it's probably too little too late. I mean, I saw no reason to go back after everything. I hope the devs fix this game because the combat and legendary weapons were amazing. The problem was that your Devastator needed very specific drops in order to keep up with the other classes. Right, the other classes were just strong. Their brute ground level strength was just sort of like automatically great. And then the Devastator was like, well, he can be pretty good if you get this, and this. And then you have to do this very specific build here. And I'm like, but there's 3 skill trees. What? Like, come on. Combat didn't feel great to me. Felt clunky. It got better. In the beta, I felt like the cover-based stuff was really bad, and it got better in the actual game. It did. It got better in the actual game. All right, let's get ready here. Here, I'm gonna have the volume of the premiere down pretty low. It was the bullet skills. Yeah, it really was. I swear, if they use the default Premiere intro, I'm gonna die. I can't deal. I can't deal. The default Premiere is just so rough. I don't know why they don't let us upload our own countdowns. Their stuff is so... the Premiere intro is so loud. Combat with someone's friends. Oh, yeah. Get ready for another 30-minute timer. Oh, I expect a slight timer. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 15. I don't know. Oof. I never figure out why Devastator wasn't given a bleed bullet skill like the other classes. Even this song sounds super muddy. Oh, hang on. I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna reset the sound. It's gonna cut out for a second. That's totally fine. It'll come back. Just so we don't have any desync. Great, here comes the DMCA strike. I can't friggin' wait. I told you it was going to be called New Horizon.
Hello there, my name is Lucy, and it has been a while, hasn't it? Welcome to today's episode of the Outriders Broadcast. After a long development, it has been so awesome seeing people jump into the game and see what makes Outriders' blend of intense action and deep RPG so special. And we really hope you've enjoyed your time on Enoch so far. But let's not beat around the bush here. We pride ourselves on transparency and putting the player first, and it really was heartbreaking that there were technical issues and game balance issues at launch. And the team have been working tirelessly to regularly improve, fix, and update the game to deliver the experience that you guys deserve. And today, we're here to put things right. This show is all about the future of Outriders. And there's lots of very juicy stuff to get into. But first, let's take a look at the new, huge, free update that is coming to Outriders. We hope this will act as a nice little reset moment for those of you who have wanted to check out the game, or those of you who have had some issues along the way. Today, we present a new horizon for Outriders.
Jakob, you still got tunes?
Did that say no timer expeditions?
Oh, I've heard such terrible, terrible things about you. How many of my people did you kill just to reach us?
how about that then? There's not much more to say when it comes to World Slayer other than it's a fully formed expansion to the game that takes the Outriders to the furthest reaches of Enoch in an all-new story that poses their biggest challenge to date. There's loads more to talk about when it comes to World Slayer, but that, I'm afraid, is a topic for another day. So, you've just had a very whistle-stop tour of what is coming to the game, but we've still got a little bit of time together, haven't we? So I'm going to pass the mic over to the fountain of all knowledge, Sven, and he's going to give you a much deeper dive of the update, and specifically how it shakes up the Outriders endgame for the better. Here's your New Horizons Spotlight.
Yeah, we're doing co-stream. Thanks, Mama.
Hello everyone, Sven here to give you the full lowdown on what exactly this massive new update brings to the table. As we have always said, Outriders is not a live service game, although we have constantly updated and improved the player experience and focused our attentions on the core game to ensure players receive the game they deserved and we intended. This continued focus has allowed us to improve Outriders in a growing number of ways, and in our commitment, we have gone to town. Now, a few short months later, we'd like to lift the hood on how we improved Outriders and show you exactly what we've been working on. Okay, let's take it from the top. When Outriders originally launched, the endgame experience players were having sadly didn't quite align with what you wanted and what we expected. This was arguably our greatest challenge to resolve. Rewards for expeditions were granted based on how quickly you could complete an expedition. For most players, this meant forcing themselves into a specific playstyle based on damage per second only. This stifled build diversity and the tremendous creativity our players bring to the table. Expeditions now have no timer by default. In this new system, finishing an expedition, regardless of how long it takes, will earn you that expedition's reward. Rewards have also been equalized so that even expeditions that fundamentally take longer to finish will still be respectful of your time as a player and will feel rewarding to complete. This means that you won't need to sprint to the end of an expedition in order to get the best possible loot. You can take as long as you want and play and experiment with the character build of your choosing, all without being punished. You can still run a timed expedition if you prefer, but this would be only for bragging rights, not for improved rewards.
That's
launch,
really good.
Grinding for legendary gear wasn't fun and didn't feel rewarding enough, even when playing on the highest difficulty levels. It was also very hard to find specific items due to the random nature of the system. Since then, we've implemented a 100% increase to all legendary drop rates, globally. We also developed an anti-duplication system, which reduces the likelihood of players getting items they already own. Furthermore, another change made to expeditions that will benefit legendary loot hunters is the final mission, the Eye of the Storm, will now grant you a pick-and-choose legendary item reward upon completion. You'll be able to choose one of 3 gear pieces, with your options being randomly pulled directly from the full loot pool.
Another good change.
Finally, we've also made Tiago more useful. Tiago's shop now offers options for a mystery legendary purchase, and you can spend drop pod resources to re-roll this elite offer. Getting all the legendary gear in the game is all well and good, but what if you want to look a certain way, but your build relies on mods or a set bonus that is only available on a certain piece of gear? It's one of the most requested features from you so far. We've added transmogrification, which will let you change the visual aspect of an item to that of another item of the same type. For weapons, it also includes all sounds. Pretty cool, huh? Transmogging is entirely free. No convoluted systems, microtransactions or in-game resources required, and there's no limit to how often an item can be transmogrified. As soon as you've acquired an item, you will also acquire its transmog design. Your transmog library spans across your entire account, meaning it collects designs from all your characters in your roster into one pool. Let's check out a few examples. Say you really love the look of your Devastator legendary gear set, but you just wished your badass trickster could wear it, while maintaining your perfect trickster build. With just a few clicks in the visual customizer, your wish can now become a reality. After changing the look from the Trespasser set to the Marshal set, your Trickster build with all its abilities is still the same, but now you're sporting a mean Devastator look. Anomaly Effigy is an effing awesome shotgun, but sometimes it's one of those days where you just don't feel like carrying around a bulky animal skull, feather thing. Instead, you prefer your gun to look like one of the newly introduced weapons from the New Horizon update. Given you already found a Runa Scythe, you just need to apply the design onto your effigy and you're good to go. Don't forget, it's inside what counts. Underneath the new look is all the functions of the Anomaly Effigy, power and perks included. Transmog truly lets you express your style whilst keeping that perfect build that has been tuned to perfection for the most vicious of endgame expeditions. If you want to run into the eye of the storm with rusted gear, do it. If you missed that first legendary gun you sported, bring it back. If you have the Hellranger's pack and want your pyro to look like a badass biker, well, you know the drill by now. Head to the visual customizer and raise some hell. We also don't want you to lose track of what items you already transmogged in your inventory. That's why customized gear will be marked by this new symbol. Another important note, you do not have to dismantle any gear to acquire the design for it. As soon as it pops up in your inventory, it'll be part of your transmog collection. Can you fill and complete your transmog library? To get you started, and in celebration of the New Horizon update release, we have another little cool something for you. Everyone logging on this week, and that means new and existing players, will receive a unique legendary armor piece. Awesome changes, but feel like you've already completed everything there is to do in Outriders? Ah, a new expedition would be nice, you say. We hear you. How about 4? And how about for free? We added 4 brand new and massive expeditions, taking you to previously unexplored areas of Enoch, each featuring an exciting mini-story, connecting you with characters and events experienced in the main campaign. Molten Depths will send you back to Eagle Peaks. When a drop pod signal activated, Dunham investigated and found a hidden power station. In order to take it back online, she wants you to clear out the station from any unwanted tenants, no matter the size, shape, and form. The City of Nomads will confront you with a character who is haunted by the sins of his past. Very aware of his dark history, you decide to help him in protecting the old Pax village Uketu-Atara. In the Marshal's Complex, Corrigan, the great Grand Marshal himself, asks you to reclaim a facility near Deadrock Pass, taken by insurgents. It won't take you long to discover that this facility is anything but just another insurgent camp. Last but not least, the Wellspring. Tiago told you about the Pax legend of a sacred place called Atuma Itaru, where pilgrims would take long travels to sacrifice their treasures into deep wells. You and your team are in search of those forgotten riches, if it wasn't for this tremendous storm that seems to get stronger and stronger. Even new expedition players will already have access to the first of the 4 fresh expeditions, with the others unlocking at challenge tier 4, 8 and 12. And without a timer requirement to get the gear, feel free to take your time and explore. That's something you should definitely keep in mind when visiting these 4 new locations, cause they're a bit different and special in many ways. But wait, there's more. Here's a very fast recap of the many changes Outriders has undergone since launch, and that you can look forward to when returning to Enoch as part of the New Horizon update. Yeah, I know, you just love to hum along to the tune of the opening video, but we reckon you've probably seen the intro one too many times now. Check it out. With the New Horizon update, you're able to skip it and get into the game much quicker now. Hey, you're welcome. For console players, we've added a number of new control settings and customization options. A core focus for us is to enable players to experiment with build diversity and play Outriders in a way that is the most fun to you. Using this as our guiding philosophy, we focused on buffing players, gear, and skills for all 4 classes. If you stop playing shortly after launch and are only getting back into the game now, you will feel tankier and will deal more damage. Maybe take some of your previously neglected skills out for a spin too. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Here's how we improve the multiplayer experience. We now have fully functioning crossplay across all platforms, including Stadia. Matchmaking rules have been improved to enable players to find better connections that have less lag, rubber banding, or disconnections. We also implemented a matchmaking rule to check for AFK players, to help you find active partners and get into the game quicker. A kick protection from expeditions has been implemented. You can no longer be booted from a session before claiming your expedition reward. And I mean, what kind of jerk would do something like that anyway? We also greatly reduced multiplayer crashes and disconnection issues, leading to an overall much more stable experience. Whew. And I think that's actually about it for now. If you're after more detail, be sure to drop by the Outriders social channels over the next couple days, where we will be deep diving on the finer points of all these great changes. We hope you are as excited as we are for the New Horizon update, and we can't wait to share more about the exciting future ahead. Thank you again for your relentless support, and please stay healthy out there. And with that, back to you, Lucy.
The New Horizon update brings a host of new content and improvements to the game, offering up a perfect moment to jump back into Outriders, or perhaps start your journey across Enoch for the first time. And the best news of all, the New Horizon update will be available and live across all platforms as of this week. However, we are going to round out the show, as we always do, with a community Q&A, fielding your questions. So, where's my boy Robbie?
Hey everyone, welcome back to your Outriders Community Q&A. I'm your host, Community Manager Robbie Palmer, and without further ado, let's just jump into these spicy, delicious off-world questions. When will the New Horizon update be live? New Horizon will be live across all platforms on November 16th, so you won't have to wait long to play our 4 new expedition maps or fabulously transmog your characters. Stay tuned to our social channels for a time zone breakdown of when the patch goes live in your region and on your platform. How much does the New Horizon update cost? New Horizon is going to cost you absolutely nothing. Nada, nilch, aka it's completely free as long as you own the base game. What else have we changed since the launch of Outriders? Since the launch of Outriders, we've had a dedicated team focusing on ensuring that the in-game issues are addressed and the overall experience is improved. On top of these and numerous other quality of life improvements, we've worked hard on resolving crashes and fixing bugs, including the infamous inventory wipe. If you were affected by this at any stage, you'll be happy to hear that your inventory has been restored and that everything is waiting for you to jump back into the game. On top of the new expedition maps, the no timer expedition mode and the transmog system that are introduced in the New Horizon update, there are plenty of changes that have gone into the game over time through our regular updates. So even if you checked in with Outriders in between launch and today, there's sure to be new stuff waiting for you to try out. If you haven't yet logged in to acquire your player appreciation package, you will also find this waiting for you. It features a legendary weapon, a new emote, and extra titanium based on your character's level. Just check in your main character's inventory. Speaking of freebies, to celebrate the New Horizon update, we're placing another celebration package in everyone's inventory. You can look forward to a free legendary armor piece when you next log in. It will be an armor piece that you haven't previously received, and don't worry, the cannonball set will not be granted. And yes, everyone will get this celebration package. But don't delay, because this celebration package is only here for a short time and must be redeemed soon. When can I get more information on World Slayer? We are desperate to share more information on World Slayer, but we want to ensure that it will be absolutely ready to be seen when we first show it. Stay tuned to our social channels for more World Slayer updates in the coming months. Finally, to celebrate the release of the New Horizon update and the announce of World Slayer, We are giving away a number of NVIDIA RTX 3080 GPU cards via our Twitter and Discord social channels. Be sure to drop by to find out how you can enter the sweepstakes. And that is a wrap on the community Q&A. If you have any other burning questions that need answering, be sure to follow us on Twitter and send it our way. A big thank you to everyone for your support since launch. We are excited to bring you the new Horizon update and share more information on World Slayer with you very soon. Back to you, Lucy.
Listen, we know it's been a trying time since the launch of Outriders, but hopefully today has shown you our dedication to the game and its players, as well as laying down what's to come in the near future. World Slayer is going to blow your head off, and we can't wait to share more with you in the near future. Until then, goodbye.
This was a really, really good package. They did a very, very good job putting it all together, outlining it all. This is the right call. They're going to get everybody back in. They're going to get everybody hooked with good quality of life, and they can test out all their various changes, all the various changes that they've. I want to hide chat. You know, it's clear the game needs changes. I think the one thing that I'm looking for, is the let me get my music back on. I obviously wanted to see them say, we're going to rewatch it in 4K because it'll look nicer. Those premieres always look kind of junk. I really, really wish they were going to say something about sound design, because the audio is still very rough, in my opinion. I don't know what that sword is. I think it all looked very, very promising. They're directly addressing concerns of the players. Now, I'm really curious in what they've done for the Devastator, because that was my highest ranked character. I've got a pretty good Devastator for endgame, so we'll boot up and play tomorrow. We will check it out tomorrow. We'll see how it is. We'll probably actually cover it in the morning. We'll probably take a day off from New World, because no worries, there's nothing major going on in New World other than a wealth transfer, being disabled. That's not really, something that we would feel a lot of pressure to cover. So I would say we would probably cover this on tomorrow's talk show and then play it in the afternoon, unless anything major breaks with New World. Will this be Outriders taking King? Well, obviously, they have to win back goodwill before they can ask people to spend money, right? And so, if they expect people to buy World Slayer, they have to do what they're doing with this. Transmog looks phenomenally built and very, very thoughtful. The UI alone looked really, really good. And it's free, and it's exhaustive, and you can literally wear stuff from another class. Like, that's super dope. They removed the timer from expeditions, a direct request from the community, a direct frustration point from the community, 100% buff drop rate to all legendaries, right? Yeah, I mean, I said when they did that Reddit post, I retweeted it. When did I call this? Yeah. So, August 19th, I said, I think People Can Fly may have just dropped the DLC name in a Reddit post, New Horizon. Encouraging news for fans of Outriders in the Reddit post about the future of the franchise. So, I tweeted that on August the 19th. So, that tweet aged pretty well, I think. They need cross-save. I agree with you. Excited for new content other than the other looter shooter. How's New World been working out for you? New World has been really great for the channel. So has From Friday, covering From Software games, covering Elden Ring, playing From Software games. We had our best From Friday this last week that we've ever had. It was excellent. And I liked playing Outriders with you guys. It was really, really fun. Obviously, we fell off with the game because they kept having the loot glitch. It felt like the coverage had to kind of turn negative, and then my Devastator was just too weak. I didn't feel like I could get anything done. And then this is the mini trailer for World Slayer. Like whoever this is showing up to talk to us. talking to us about all the people that we killed, her people that we killed. So World Slayer's coming 2022. I would imagine that's going to be their big expansion. You know, I see it probably being about a $30 expansion more than likely. You definitely play Outriders with me. That's one of the beauties of this game, is that if they can get this game into a good spot, I mean, it's cross-play, you know? Like 100% cross-play. And I played it on my Series X, and I found it to be totally fine there. Obviously, you know, it would look a little cleaner on my PC, but the PC just had so many performance issues. It'd be great if they had cross-save, so I could bring my character over to PC just to see if it runs any better now. You know what I mean? It's more akin to Borderlands Diablo than Destiny. It isn't even live service. Yeah, I know people are going to make a bunch of comparisons to Destiny. I know people are going to get their digs in because they feel like this transmog system looks better. And maybe it is. You know, maybe it'll loosen some of the rock and the rubble on Destiny's stubbornness about their transmog system. They kept their word about expanding the game after a year or so. Yeah. I never found this game to be that similar to Destiny at all. Number one, it's third person. Number two, it's very abilities based. I just didn't think they were similar. Now, obviously, anytime you see a game that does a transmog system that's super player friendly, I understand expressing frustration because, you know, Destiny's transmog system hasn't gone over all that well with the community from everything that I've read and looked at. So I get it. I get people wanting to get their shots in, you know. That's fine. If Outriders is solid, we can have one day of New World, one day of Outriders, and from Friday. Well, don't forget there's Lost Ark. Don't forget, there's a lot. There's a lot coming, and I think we've built a really, really good funnel over here so that we can, pivot to other games. If you're just tuning in, we are re-watching the Outriders broadcast, revealing Outriders New Horizon, as well as a DLC plan for next year called World Slayer. And we're just re-watching the footage here. A lot of good updates coming. The one that's on the screen right now, removing the timer from expeditions. Outriders expeditions were known for their range and difficulty and length. People sort of stuck to the short ones for that reason, because they got tired of the timers, you know. Outriders looks like it will be a ton of fun once the update goes live. Yeah, I agree. I think this is very promising for us. We've made a lot of decisions that I feel like we dodged some bullets. We didn't really back Call of Duty. We didn't really back Battlefield, and I felt like that was a big risk. But I feel that it's left room for stuff that's a little bit more within our niche and our community here. Is it looty? Is it shooty? Yeah. It's definitely looty shooty. Are you watching the Microsoft Halo show later today? I don't know. We can't keep stream hopping. We're going to put ourselves in notification jail if we do that. Bungie's transmog is considered one of the worst, if not the worst transmog ever implemented in gaming history. I've never looked that deep into it. I just saw how much people disliked it. So, the Microsoft show is in 30 minutes. I mean, we could watch it. I'm not switching streams, though. I'm not switching streams. We'll just bake it into this stream, I guess. There's no harm done there. Just so we can know what's going on. That way you guys won't feel like you have to leave. I haven't played in a few months, but I have 3 characters that can run level 10 expeditions with ease. Kind of excited. Yeah. You'll also be putting yourself in a 1,000+ viewer jail, but it'll affect tomorrow, Butters. It'll affect tomorrow. Booting up and doing another stream is probably not a great idea. We could try to change the thumbnail and title whenever we start covering the Microsoft thing. I don't know. That could work, and then not have to do a brand new stream. Do we know the price of the DLC? No, they said more information about Outriders World Slayer will be forthcoming. So, not a lot said there. They said, mostly this was about the free thing rolling out tomorrow. So didn't want to leave the channel. Yeah, I mean, we can watch it because the wheels will fall off on this probably in about 20 minutes anyway. There's only so many times you can rewatch it. I think the transmog system was the most exciting part for me. Like just being able to be like, yep, I want to look like that. You know, just thumb and title change. We've done that before and it's worked. I don't know if Creature's around and can cook one up for me. I don't even know what the Microsoft live stream is going to be about. Is it about Halo? Have they said? Because there was the rumor that they were going to launch the dadgum game today, and then that, I don't know, because it's the anniversary of Halo, 20-year anniversary. Their Twitter literally just celebrated their birthday. Like if you go to their thing, if Halo Infinite multiplayer launches, I had to pretend to like Halo for a few days. It's the 20th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're hearing conflicting reports. I think we changed the description after the fact. I don't know if this thing's even going to be long enough. Yeah, we may just roll over and just watch it and not change anything. We have enough people here. If you guys just stick around, it probably doesn't matter. My other concern, it looked like the transmog button said apply all, which is not how I'd want the transmog to work. I would want the characters to look different. Well, they said that you could go to individual pieces and change them, but then you could do the entire set if you wanted. I think they said that. Because they showed mix and match later, did they not? Don't they show it right here? Because I think there's even a shot of them going like bink, 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 like changing individual pieces to look a certain way. I'm pretty sure. Because they're like, oh, you want to look like a biker or whatever? I don't want to tell you what to do, obviously, but there's so much hype around Halo potentially dropping. It'd be almost silly for us to not check it out. Well, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, Doc is going full bore on the rumor. The only weird thing is that the transmog system in Outriders still doesn't change the RNG and high-level expeditions. Well, they said they're increasing legendary drop rates by 100%. If it's no timer, what will be the challenge? I know it was only a DPS check with the timer, but there should be a challenge or it would be boring. Maybe putting difficulties for better rewards? Well, yeah, if you up the difficulty, you get better rewards. You know what I mean? I'm only here for Halo. Screw whatever else Lono's talking about. He's trolling like crazy and I love it. Who's trolling like Oh, Doc? Yeah. Listen, Lono, 100% of 0 is still 0. I'm just kidding. What? On the 100% drop rate increase. Legendary change already happened? Oh, they made it sound like it was coming. Yeah, they said it in this video. They're like, we're increasing the legendary drop rate by 100%. Yeah, Doc is definitely trolling. He's just raking in the views because of it, probably. I mean, he's just doing the clickbait game. He knows how to play the game. You're slow? I'm talking to like 19 people at once and trying to track all the different conversation threads. You're gonna try and actually say I'm slow? Really? I can attest the thing is getting very out of hand on CT15. Oh, right. They said there was a change they've made since launch. Oh, they said that was a change since launch? Oh, they said we've increased it by 100. Oh, they said we have increased the drop rate. Yeah, they may want to revisit that drop rate. Who knows? They did say that the final one would give you the option of a guaranteed every time at the end to choose. So that is nice. If you run, what is it, Eye of the World? No, Eye of the Storm. He thinks Halo is a bust. Unless they announce BR, I don't see a reason to change. Okay. We know it's possible. Yeah. Well, and even then, we'd probably be better off just doing the update and trying to coast on that. You clipped the Christmas music clip. Thank you. That's great. Lono is many things. Slow is not one of them. They seem like they're increasing, but have already made changes to the RNG system in the past. I'm curious about the no duping thing, because like I think Eugene brought up a good point in chat. He was like, with the no duping, wouldn't that mean you can't really grind for a roll? But it sounded to me like they were talking about just that, like you're not going to be getting duplicate rolls. I'd have to go back and watch what exactly he said at that point in time. Because I don't think they would do that. That'd be really counterproductive. To be like, yeah, we've got a no duping system in place. And then it makes it so if you want to like grind for a roll, you can't get multiples. It sounds like no duping until you get everything or strong duplicate protection. I feel like Doc thinks every game but his own is a bust nowadays. It's hard not to see him being like 100% correct with the stinkers that have been coming out, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Halo streaming might not be good for Doc. The Halo community is very loyal. Doc talks enough garbage, he might just become the clown in Halo, which is still entertaining. If you already have the item, it re-rolls it one time. The second roll can be a dupe item. Huda Papa says it changed, and from what I heard, it's going to be another increase. You don't get dupes until you have the entire Wild Exotic collection. There's a place for Doc in Halo. Not if it stays pure arena, I don't think so. I don't think so. If it stays pure arena with no BR, maybe he could make a go with like CTF games with Timmy Tenders, or he could do I don't know. He could try and do some stuff with Big Team Battle. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. He needs the showmanship. He needs the stage, and I don't think Arena gives him a stage. You know? I don't know. The last few Halo are good, but outside of Halo fans, the game doesn't do as well. You need all kinds of coverage. That said, if anything bad is said about Papa Halo, I'll stab a fool. Timmy seemed to feel the same way. Yeah, because Tim needs a stage as well, and I don't think Arena gives them a stage. They can't create a narrative. They can't create any drama. And Arena is a meat grinder. Look at what Doc thought of Call of Duty. Look at how he did. He's like, go, lose brain cells, go. Like, the small meat grinder of non-BR gameplay doesn't work with what him and Tim do. They need the narrative. They need the big stage. And smaller, more arena-style gameplay doesn't let them do that. Now, that doesn't mean that arena-style can't have a comeback and a resurgence of popularity. I mean, Valorant is basically like Overwatch. Overwatch meets CS:GO, and nobody thought it was going to be successful, and it's done incredibly well. So I don't know. I'm not saying there's not room for an arena shooter to do well, but I don't think it'll do well in the streaming environment, especially not with the big boys, because that's not what they want. That's not what they want. But that doesn't mean arena shooters are DOA. It doesn't mean arena shooters can't be appealing. Like, look at the dawn and the popularity of Splitgate. Clearly, Arena can do just fine. Like, clearly Arena can do just fine. Splitgate landed on consoles and like took off in popularity to the point that their servers couldn't handle it. So, Arena has an appeal. Arena has an audience. Oh, where do you get that picture of that circle? 13. Mine would probably go back to, when did Call of Duty World at War release? When did it release? 2008. So mine would be probably the same as Sven's, like a 13. Lono's right. Streamers are not an indication of a game doing well or not. Certainly not. ESO is healthy, and it doesn't have a crazy thriving directory of streamers. I don't know. Valorant only tends to do super well when they're having tournaments as far as stream viewership, and it's got a very healthy player base, and it's got good growth patterns. Ooh. Is there a way to turn off the number of people in chat? It's covering Lono's camera. The number of people in chat? Why would that be covering the camera? Where do we, where is the Microsoft stream happening? Is it happening on the Halo channel, or do they have like an Xbox YouTube channel? Xbox YouTube channel. Let's see. Xbox just pushed out the trailer for them, it looks like. Yeah, 12 minutes ago, New Horizons and World Slayer trailer just hit Microsoft's pay YouTube channel. Splitgate, what happened to that? Yeah, I don't know what the player base numbers look like now. Anniversary celebration on the official Xbox thing goes live in 17 minutes. Okay, so we got time. Hang on a second. There we go. We got it. Ooh, it's a dead game. Let's see. Steam charts won't be the best indicator because it's sadly console is where it had its resurgence, which we can't see. Yeah, so it had its resurgence in August and was averaging 36,000 players, and now it's averaging 3 to 4,000. So August and September did okay, but then October and the last 30 days have been a drop from, anywhere from 5 to 4,000 players. We would need to see console numbers, though, because console numbers drove the August numbers from about 3,000 to 36. So just the resurgence on console caused Steam to spike way up. Putting yourself on the left side. I mean, I'm happy to be over here. It doesn't matter to me. So it's had a big dip on Steam. Now the reason I'm not too concerned about Splitgate having a big dip on Steam is it already wasn't doing well on Steam. Console's what really helped it. I was hoping for a sound fix, but these changes look pretty dope. Time to dust off the Technomancer. I'm thinking the same thing, Vinny. I think we'll be playing tomorrow and covering this tomorrow. Sadly, no mention of like a sound quality adjustment, clean up the noise pollution. What's with this dead game stuff? It's just the new meme. Split Game got a big investment. I'm sure they're working on something, maybe actually launching the game. Yeah. Are they redoing sound effects? I sure wish they were. They didn't say anything about it. Sound design in Outriders is truly awful. I think a lot of this game, if I were to score a lot of the game, I'd give it like solid 7s, 7.5s, couple of 8s. But then when I get to the sound design, it's like a 3. It's just terrible. With all the noise in the trailer, I'd not be surprised if they've made it worse. Yeah, it's almost like a grungy art style decision they've made. Even the music felt real like, I don't know. Even the music felt grungy and gross. It just didn't feel good. Didn't sound good. Going from New World to Outrider is going to be a big difference in sound execution. Oh, I know, because New World just it sounds so pristine and crisp and lovely, and you know, just the sound of the world and the trees and everything, you know. It's one thing to do protect exotics of equivalent gear. It's another to do protect the entire game. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how they've implemented it, because they said it very quickly and in passing. We don't have enough details right now, I don't think, to judge the dupe protection in Outriders. It could have flaws with respect to earning your stuff, you know, especially if you're farming for rolls of something. I remember people using non-legendary stuff because it could roll so well. It could really roll strong. The dupe protection is for legendaries, which are the equivalent of exotics in Destiny. Are they, though? Wheeze, do they always roll the exact same stuff? Outriders is Super G. Hopefully it maintains some semblance of popularity going forward. I enjoyed covering it and playing with you guys. It was really fun. It really was. It was, you know, it was well timed given everything that happened with Destiny for us, but I fell off pretty quick with it just because the end game and the Devastator just wasn't working, you know? Yeah, I thought it was dupe protection for all loot. Not just legendaries. They had different firepower or armor stats in terms of min-maxing. That's it. Okay. Legendary weapons can have different damage rolls. Right. Where was the no duping part? It might have been all loot. I think it might have been all loot. It wasn't a sipping wine. It was a shot of tequila. Yeah. The trailer was all loot. I'm waiting to see if it'll pop up. I don't know where they mentioned it. Was it here on the legendary grind? Hang on.
It was also very hard to find specific items due to the random nature of the system. Since then, we've implemented a 100% increase to all legendary drop rates, globally. We also developed an anti-duplication system, which reduces the likelihood of players getting items they already own. Furthermore, another change made to expeditions that will benefit legendary loot hunters is the final mission, the Eye of the Storm.
There you go. It's all loot. They even show a blue item. So he said it's protection against items that you've already owned. So if you already have some blue gun, they're going to try and protect you from getting it again. Now, again, is that a problem? Because, like, how many people are grinding for blues and purples and specific rolls on them? We saved you a seat. So, Xbox winking at the Halo Twitter account. Okay. The system doesn't work out that well. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to min-max for the next level up or the next area up or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, right there, Zubair. Right there. Hang on. Here's an important distinction, Zubair. See? It says, so we're in the visual customization. It says apply all owned pieces. So you can individually do the boots, or if you have the Praetorian set, oh, look how nice this UI is. It even shows you with these white icons how many of the set he has. So if these were all white, or 3 or whatever out of 5 were white, he could hit X and it would equip all the ones that are white. That's a really, really nice UI. Aren't they specifically talking about legendaries in that section of the video? Yes, and that has to do with getting legendaries, homie, because if they limit the likelihood of you getting your 5th blue shotgun named, you know, Head Taker, well, then it's going to shrink slowly but surely. The more you play, the loot pool shrinks, making legendaries more likely to drop. They specifically show a blue, and they don't say legendaries. 10 minutes? Yeah. Here. I'll do this, just so everybody knows what we're doing. Wait, no, it's Control Tab. There we go. This is what we're watching next. Give me a second. Do protection for blues and purples would make absolutely no sense in Outriders. It does seem a little strange. It does seem a little strange. I don't know. Because, like, here's the question. Does it only do that once you're at, like, max level? Or is the game, like, smart enough to know, oh, you just leveled up? Because what's going to happen? Like, if you get a really, really nice blue or purple to drop at, you know, level 10, 7 or 8 levels later, is it going to be like, well, no, we're not going to drop that for you. You already own it. It's like, well, no, I don't. I got it a lifetime ago. Higher level could count as not the same gun. If you have equipped gear, it doesn't count. The dupe system now ignores those equipped items. Oh. New Horizon comes out tomorrow, Robbie. They said it at their very end. What I'm trying to say, the game already has dupe protection for legendaries. So I want a new pair of arms for a build, and the best way to get that is to equip it. Yeah, to remove it from the dupe protection? Am I understanding it the same way? Yeah, we'll be streaming this event. We're not doing a new stream or anything. We don't want to do too many streams. You do too many streams on Monday, and we'll be in notification jail for the rest of the week. It's for legendaries? No, it's not. Wheezy, that's not what they said. It didn't say it was dupe protection for legendaries. They specifically said items, and they showed a blue. I know that... Hang on. Let's go back and listen to the phrasing. We have time. Let's go back and listen to the phrasing.
Gear in the game is all well and good. But what if you want to look a certain way, but your build relies on mods or set builds? It was also very hard to find specific items due to the random nature of the system. Since then, we've implemented a 100% increase to all legendary drop rates, globally. We also developed an anti-duplication system, which reduces the likelihood of players getting items they already own. Furthermore, another change made to Expedition is that
he does say we also did it, so it does sound like it's already in the game. It does sound like it's already in the game. He says we also developed a system to prevent dupes, basically. So, yeah, it sounds like it's already in the game. Oops. Which is dupe protection for legendaries. Eugene has a quote here. This means if you say you have a 70,000 death shield and you want a 90,000 damage death shield, you now have a lower chance of finding another one than you could previously. This creates a weird situation of the best course of action of actually deleting the death shield entirely, so you have a better chance at an improved one dropping. I've been saying this for like 15 minutes now. Yeah, but it wasn't super clear in the video, Weez. Like, they said a lot. Some things felt like they were coming, and some other things felt like they were already in the game. Potato says you just equip the death shield. It's already in the game. When you get a duplicate, they re-roll that legendary gear. Anti-dupe system does not affect equipped gear. All right, we're going to turn annotations off. We're going to make sure we're on 1080. Yeah, I mean, Wheezy's right. In the video, he said, we did all this stuff. He's saying this is all stuff that we've done. So, I don't know. It does, to me, sound like it's already in the game from the way the guy describes it. 2 countdowns in one day. Oh, just wait. We have a premiere. We have a premiere on Presents that you'll get to watch today, too. Why I limit my kid's screen time is today's video. We might have to push that one early. I don't know. Why would they say they implemented a system to protect against dupe items when looking for a blue drop on the ground and they hover over the blue item? Yeah, it is a very weird choice. I agree with you, Distorted. I thought the same thing. I literally, when I was watching it, was like, why would you have dupe protection on blues? New segment, Premiere Monday. Yeah, I mean, unless Halo drops today, I don't know. I'm convinced they got info. They must, unless they're just trolling their audience.
At Xbox, our passion is to help you find and play the games that you love.
You know, I love the art form of video games. I think we tell stories that bring people together, whether it's competing or whether it's cooperative. This is just what gaming should be about.
Wow, after all of this time, it's special to be back here with Xbox fans around the world. I mean, just look at this stage. That alone shows you how far we've all come since 2001. My name is Robbie Bach, and I had the privilege of being in charge of Xbox until I retired from Microsoft in 2010. Now, when we started Xbox 20 years ago, the original idea was a business venture, a way for Microsoft to get into the living room. But as we assembled our team and got to work, Xbox quickly blossomed into a new vision for what games could be. An Ethernet port to connect players over the internet at broadband speeds. A built-in hard drive to help games evolve beyond the limitations of discs and cartridges. A global dedicated online service to let you play with old and new friends alike, no matter where they are. These were audacious, groundbreaking ideas at the time, but they were also risky. We faced skeptics and doubters, I'll be honest and say inside and outside of Microsoft. We had missteps along the way. There were lots of challenges involved in getting that first Xbox out the door in a way that was true to our vision. So when I think about what it took to bring Xbox to life, I always remember that success was not guaranteed. And it was your passion for what Xbox is that transformed that vision into reality. A vision only comes to life when others share a belief in what's possible. And for that, we are grateful to all of you, our partners, developers around the world, and most of all, our fans.
Microsoft is going to make a game console.
We weren't sure how we were going to do it. Risk was enormous. Microsoft was this dominant company of the era, but success or even survival was anything but preordained.
We started to ship quality games.
And at the same time, we weren't doing anything in the console space. One day, these guys from the DirectX team walked in. We just thought of ourselves kind of the rebels.
A weird combination of craziness and genius. We were a renegade team.
A lot of our thinking was focused on making the very best games.
That really meant something for us. We wanted to make a console designed to be easy and fun to make games on. We were trying to crash meetings and get traction on this thing.
We were an annoyance.
You're proposing taking money away from Office in order to fund some game system?
Ballmer understood where the money came from.
Steve looked at the Xbox idea and saw insanity.
Wait just 1 minute before you answer.
What's the hard drive going to cost? What's the Ethernet port going to cost? There's no way.
Everything about making a console is hard.
We made this little device
that was held together by chewing gum and paste.
And it doesn't turn on.
It became clear that there was just some really big challenges for us.
The Duke wasn't a small controller.
You had to have gorilla hands to work with this thing.
It doesn't matter what your technology is. If you don't have the games, we were done.
They had this new thing called Halo.
Forza was built as an epic racing game.
Gears of War was appealing to a hardcore gamer.
We were focused on having all of our games prepped for E3, and you were always just one catastrophic bug away from not making it.
What's going on?
The Red Ring of Death.
Microsoft brand is on the line, the Microsoft name's on the line. It's insane to launch a game console. When you're Microsoft, you made frickin' Windows and a spreadsheet.
It was chaotic.
Chaos. Total chaos.
Our goal is to continue to innovate across all platforms.
Bridge the gap between traditional and cloud-based gaming.
And then sometimes there's surprises that come out of nowhere.
We are no longer in the Microsoft playbook.
The Story of Xbox is a 6-part documentary series that will release on December 13th across a variety of video platforms. So the project began almost 3 years ago with a simple question. Is there a compelling story behind the history of Xbox? The answer, it turns out, was yes, absolutely. So we partnered with an Emmy Award-winning documentary film team to really dig in and help bring the story to life. At its core, it's a story about how Xbox started as a passion project from a small group of gamers within Microsoft and grew to become a source of joy for Xbox players around the world. Whether you've been here for the entire 20 years or you have just joined us, we're excited to have you with us today. And we're going to relive some of our favorite moments, hear some words of wisdom from our very own Phil Spencer, and definitely have a little bit of fun.
Well, thanks, Rock. And it really is an honor to have you here. Believe it or not, I'm a big fan of yours. For instance, I know that you're a 5-time WWF champion, not to mention one of the top entertainers in the world.
Bill, I'm very flattered. I'm a big fan of yours as well. For instance, The Rock knows you're the chairman and chief software architect of the Microsoft Corporation, a leading worldwide provider of software for the personal computer.
Thank you, Rock. I'm very flattered myself.
By creating Windows in 1983, a multitasking graphical user interface environment that runs on MS-DOS-based computers along with Windows NT and Windows 2000, completely self-contained operating systems that feature networking, symmetric multiprocessing, multi-threading, and security. Bill, you've certainly revolutionized the technology we know today.
Wow. Rock, that is impressive. So, for the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
I think this is going to be looked back on as the golden age of video games.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Spencer, known on Xbox as P3. I've been playing video games pretty much my whole life. I actually joined this company as an intern when I was still in school, a long time before Xbox was even a concept. So when I think about 20 years of Xbox and what games mean to all of us, I always come back to the fact that around the world, gaming is all about people. That's it. Games are all about real people coming together to create experiences and relationships that cross geographies and cultures and age and all the things that can separate people in other parts of life. Personally, I've been fortunate to see that power of gaming to connect people in a few ways. At work, the best part of my job is spending time with the ridiculously talented teams both here at Xbox and across our industry. You, gaming creators around the world, are at the forefront of the world's most exciting art form. But the reality is that as an industry, none of our work comes to life until it's enjoyed by our players. You, the global gaming community, are a powerful force, and it is you who've made our passion as popular and important as it is today. Pretty much every day when I'm off work, I'm on Xbox. I'm chatting with friends, we're driving Jeeps off cliffs in Forza, I'm trying new games in Game Pass. This is where we live, and we've all seen how important and real those human relationships can be, especially in the face of real-life adversity. So when I think about 20 years of Xbox, I think about you, our community, and our creators. And I want you to know that I'm dedicated, Team Xbox is dedicated, and this company is dedicated to continuing to invest, listen, and learn as we build the best, most welcoming, and most fun entertainment ecosystem anywhere on Earth and beyond. At Xbox, we're on a mission to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone. And we're honored that you've joined us for the last 20 years, and we can't wait to build the future together. So thank you, and see you online.
His name's Jacob. I met him like 3 years ago on Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
So over the next year, he quickly became one of our best friends.
We're meeting for the first time.
But of course, it was only online. I've never seen him in person.
Tanner lives in Spokane, Washington.
And I was like, bro, I want to be in Canada. He's like, bro, no way.
He's here. It's just so crazy.
Now let's pack up and head to St. Louis.
And how's it been, bro? I'm so happy to see you.
The Bridge Boys are back.
I've met Jacob.
That's why we're friends. We're all here. Because of Gears of War. Because of Gears of War. You met this dude on Xbox.
Since the launch of Xbox One, we've listened to you, the community of Xbox gamers, and we're grateful for your continued feedback. We continue to deliver monthly platform feature updates that enhance your gaming experience, and your response to the updates continues to motivate us. Last year, the team decided to tackle a feature that has been consistently at the top of your request list. And while we weren't sure it was possible, today, I'm pleased to announce Xbox One backward compatibility. Your Xbox 360 games, the games you've invested your time and money in, and the games you want to continue to be played will be playable natively on your Xbox One.
You asked for more games to join our backward compatibility catalog, from the biggest blockbusters to cult classics. And we listened. Today, we are celebrating our anniversary by adding more than 70 original Xbox and Xbox 360 games to our backward compatibility catalog. The entire Max Payne series is now playable on Xbox Series X, Series S, and Xbox One consoles for the very first time. The entire Fear franchise can now be played on our latest machines. Games like Dead or Alive Ultimate and Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast are once again playable on a new generation of consoles. All original Xbox games will look better than ever on all modern consoles. Every one of the titles added today will benefit from Auto HDR, and many will enjoy increased frame rates with FPS boost, including a wider range of our existing backward-compatible titles like the Gears of War franchise, the Fable franchise, Cameo, and Sonic Generations. At Xbox, we are committed to preserving the games that you love, enhanced by the latest technology while staying true to the original creator's vision. What better way to celebrate the past 20 years than by playing the iconic games that helped define it? Thank you for being with us on every step of this journey.
What the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
All right, Xbox fans, the time has come. Can you believe it has been 20 years since I stood on that CES stage in Las Vegas and helped launch the original Xbox? Now, of course, I nailed all the cool buzzwords. LaRock's here to say that that can't be farther from the truth. Symmetric multiprocessing, completely self-contained operating system. And how about that look? I mean, the outfit, the glasses. Who wears glasses inside? And I even had hair back then. Those were the days, the good old days. Now, thank the Lord, I left the fanny pack in my closet. All right, well, I hope you had a chance to watch Red Notice on Netflix over the weekend. Now, here's the thing. We built a kick-ass vault inspired by the film with some amazing treasures and artifacts from Xbox over the last 20 years. Now look, my co-stars Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, being the master thieves that they are hell-bent on getting into the vault and getting their hands on these artifacts themselves. So I need your help. I need you to break into the Xbox vault yourself by heading over to the site below. Now I'm excited to tell you we got hundreds and hundreds of amazing prizes, including an oil painting of yours truly from that moment 20 years ago. The look, the glasses, the hair, the whole thing is there. And custom Xbox Red Notice hardware, Game Pass collector's cards. We got hundreds and hundreds of them for you guys. And last but not least, 3 Cleopatra eggs, just like the ones in Red Notice. All right, it's time for me to go and hit the Iron Paradise and show Master Chief what real guns look like. You never cease to amaze the Rock. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Game over. Oops. Oops.
All right, I think I'm gonna be going to bed now. All right, I got this. What is it to do? What?
Hello, Los Angeles!
The feeling of walking the streets of the future is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
More than just fun. It's an activity that brings people from all walks of life, from all over the world together.
Todo puede ser real en un juego.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Pour moi, les jeux vidéo sont un moyen de s'évader et de penser à autre chose, mais surtout de découvrir des univers incroyables, des expériences inédites en coop ou en multijoueur, mais surtout de s'amuser, c'est le plus important.
In bocca al lupo e ci vediamo online.
The vision that we've worked on for so long, you see it in real products. Xbox One X, the most powerful console ever made. That journey from vision to reality isn't always a direct path. We see a future where you're instantly absorbed in your games, where worlds are even more lifelike, immersive, responsive, and surprising. We centered on this idea, putting the player at the center, really freeing up the player to play the games that they want with the people they want on the devices that they want to play.
Xbox will be the platform that underpins gaming experiences for the globe. That's the vision. It will connect people. It will empower creators to achieve things they never could before. It will break down barriers. That's what I believe. A milestone like the 20th anniversary of Xbox is more than a chance to reflect on all we've done and everything our players have taught us. With 23 studios across Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda, all pouring their incredible passion into creating new worlds and amazing experiences, the future of gaming is awe-inspiring. At Xbox, our love for players starts with our love for games and the creators who make them. We know that to reach more gamers in more parts of the world, we need to keep bringing more creative voices and perspectives to the table. Fostering a community as diverse as the world we live in and inclusive of all that makes each of us who we are. That's why we relentlessly invest to make it easier and faster for developers to build the games we love. We've driven innovation to enable developers to build accessibility features into their games, like remappable controls and adjustable color or text for players who are visually impaired. We collaborate with creators to encourage representation of diverse characters for stories that can open our eyes and our hearts to new points of view. And we're committed to bringing those incredible games to every gamer on the planet by making it possible for anyone to play any game, anywhere. We do that with Game Pass, bringing you hundreds of titles from hidden gems to the biggest hits, playable across all devices. We do that with our consoles, the most affordable and powerful console lineup with Xbox Series S and X. And we do that with things like the Xbox Adaptive Controller, which has unlocked the joy of gaming for over 400 million players with disabilities. When everyone plays, we all win. It isn't just a tagline. It's a core principle that inspires everything we do. So please join us as we look forward to the next 20 years and more, as we unleash creativity, embrace a global community, and delight gamers everywhere, together. Thank you for being the core of what makes Xbox great.
What's she wearing? It was a hoodie, I think.
Our duty as soldiers is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work and play in this incredible sci-fi universe of Halo. Like Marvel and Star Wars, Halo is a universe where hundreds of stories can be told and where millions of experiences can be shared. Halo began 20 years ago as the defining experience for Xbox. And thanks to you, it's now a global pop culture phenomenon. Whether it's the highly anticipated Halo TV series coming to Paramount Plus next year, which you just saw a glimpse in that live-action teaser, or stepping back into the boots of Master Chief in Halo Infinite this December, the Halo universe continues to expand in new and thrilling ways. Because of your passion for Halo and your constructive feedback, we gave Halo Infinite more time to refine it for everyone that has been with us from the beginning and for anyone who's just getting started. This game is a return to our roots with an epic campaign and a deeply rewarding multiplayer. And we can't wait for you to jump into this all-new Halo experience. While the Master Chief is the hero of Halo, our fans are its heart and soul. And we at 343 are proud to celebrate 20 years of Halo with you in a very special way. Enjoy.
Hello, Halo community, from all of us at 343 Industries. To everyone who played in the recent multiplayer flights, your passion and feedback and spectacular gameplay clips inspired all of us as we made the final push to get Halo Infinite ready for launch. As a thank you and to celebrate our 20th anniversary, we wanted to do something special. So let me hand the mic to Tom French, Creative Director for Halo Infinite Multiplayer. Tom?
Thank you, Joseph. On behalf of the entire Halo team, it's my honor and privilege to announce that your Spartan journey begins today. Right now, you can download and start playing Season 1 of Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer beta on Xbox One, Series S, X, and PC. This is the kickoff of our season, and you'll have access to all the maps, core modes, academy features, and the full battle pass to unlock. And your progression will carry over when we officially release the game on December 8th. This is an amazing moment for our team to get to celebrate this as we finally get to release the game and play with you all online. See you online, Spartans.
facility off the grid to train the next generation of Spartans. To be a Spartan, you must become the impossible.
Greetings, Spartan. It would be my pleasure to serve at your side. An electric kill. Cluster luck. On your feet, Spartan. Ninja.
Zone captured.
Yeah, it's a beta. Yeah, it's a beta, chat. I can't even find it. I mean, I have it and it won't open on my Xbox. I'm trying to figure it out. I just rebooted my Xbox. We could check Steam. We could check Steam. I don't know. It's a beta. Everybody's losing their freaking minds. They're just letting everybody play a beta. Free to play. Play game. Ready to launch. Update it? I tried to update it. Update it? I tried to update it. Update it? I tried to update it. Did the browser actually do that? Stop. Stop. It literally went to my stream. Update it? I tried to update it. It was going to echo like that for an eternity. Yeah, I'm just getting a blue screen on my Xbox. I've already got it on my Xbox, but it's not. I'm just getting a blue screen. It won't update. So we're sitting here relying on Steam's download speeds. Dude, literally every single game on my Xbox is trying to update. Like, every single game is trying to update, but Halo Infinite. Yeah, I just have a blue screen. I can't get it to update. For whatever reason, like, every game on my Xbox trying to update. Fallout 76, like, all of them. I don't know what's going on. Season 1 of Halo will last until May. Pause all those updates. Yeah, no, I paused every single update. I'm doing a full shutdown just to see. We're probably not going to be able to play today. I don't think we're going to be able to schedule and do a stream. It's just going to take too long to get in. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in things running well. Halo multiplayer is not really in our future anyway. I'm more excited about the Outriders stuff, to be honest. A little excited about Outriders. I mean, as a content creator, as a player, like Outriders is more geared to what I play. It's more geared to the kind of content that I create. Like Halo Infinite, like the campaign, the DLCs, you know, the ongoing content plan. I can cover that. I can't really cover multiplayer. You know what I mean? Halo isn't Lona's bag? No, like, I'm excited to see what Halo does with their ongoing content plan, with the story and the seasons, and if they do turn it into a quasi sort of Destiny-style game. I can cover that. I can interact with that. But, like, meat grinding through an arena shooter? I don't know about all that. I don't know. Oh, you did change title and thumb. Okay. Good call, Creature. I don't know when you did that. Okay, this stream did just fine. This morning did okay too. This morning was Oh, okay, it was a shorter stream too. We only did 2 hours and 20 this morning, so it was a little bit shorter. Okay. The legendary care package they're giving everyone in Outriders for logging in is huge. It's multiple legendaries in every slot. They were all maxed out to level 50. If you're not a PvP slayer, there's no content to be made in an arena shooter. I think we could have fun with Halo once they launch Forge. You know what I mean? If we're doing it, let's do it. I mean, I have the description typed up in everything, Creature, to do a new stream, but I can't play it. I'm 40% downloaded on my PC, and it just blue screens on my Xbox. Like, I literally can't open the game. Outriders is the next Anthem. It failed. They tried to revive it, but the Foundation's mess. Outriders can't be. It failed, and the company's trying to revive a dead horse. Well, I mean, I don't agree with that. I think they've got a good foundation. The biggest thing I want to see them improve, honestly, is the sound design. I thought what they outlined today was great, and then they have a planned expansion next year. It's just yeah, no, I agree with you, Creature. I agree with you. We just have some time to kill, so we might as well try. I mean, even if it's just a short, 30-minute stream, at least we have it on the channel, We're probably going to want to divert the title and thumb back when we're done, but that's okay. Almost like having everyone run and download the game and play at the same time was dumb. Yeah, I'll never understand why companies do this. Like, what's the point of this? Like, a surprise like that, it obviously does great for the hype right there in that moment. But then in the aftermath, everyone's going to spend the rest of the day ticked off and annoyed. Can't get in, can't download it, servers are trash, they don't know what they're doing. Like, that's going to be the going narrative after today. I don't know. Before the anniversary thing kicked off, it was able to download before? No, it wasn't. I downloaded a 230 meg file, homie. It was not. I literally have a 280 meg file on my Xbox Series X. That's not the game. That's a placeholder that won't update right now. Like, I literally downloaded a friggin' wallpaper. I'm getting pre-installed my Xbox. Can confirm, Steam didn't go live until the moment they announced it. Yeah. Little blip there, guys. We just switched ingest servers. Not sure why. There were already rumors it's going to be announced. I think you're missing the point. I think you're missing the point. Having an announcement like that, whether it's rumored or not, and having everyone scramble to go download and try to play the game is, in many respects, stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't help the consumer. It doesn't create a good launch. It just leads to frustration and irritation. Like, it's dumb. Like we're all, you know what I'm saying? We're all sitting here, throttling whatever poor servers are housing this stupid game. Like, it literally gives them a nice moment for their stream, and that's all it friggin' does. It's not good for the consumer. It's not even good for the game. Because everyone's going to have an irritating day, and that's going to be their first taste of Halo Infinite, is what we're all about to go through. I was thinking we would split title and thumb, timestamp the events. Yeah, if you want to, Creature, you want to try and come up with a thumbnail. I think we're in a better camp having people click for the Outriders thing, given our channel. But Sono hates waiting. I don't think there's anybody that likes waiting. Like, who sits in the DMV or like in a, you know. Who sits in a long queue and is like, this is great, this is what I was hoping to do today. I'm not talking about waiting. I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the consumer's experience. This is a stupid idea. The servers are likely to have problems the entire rest of the day. It's not a good experience. It can create memorable too and create anticipation again, like you said. The hype is real. Set your download on Steam to South Korea. It's much faster. I'm getting a pretty good speed right now. I don't know. No one should expect perfection, in my personal opinion. I'm not even talking... Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't talk to me like I'm some whiny video game Karen. I'm not doing that. I'm not expecting perfection. I'm not expecting things to download immediately or there to not be queues. I am talking about having a sudden surprise download for one of the most iconic and anticipated franchises in video game history. This is not a good way to do this. That's what I'm talking about. I am not some entitled whiny video gamer Karen. This is not a good way to expose people to your game. Bunch of people looking at a blue screen wondering why their game won't update, and then everybody's going to get in and servers are going to... Hopefully the servers don't have any problems. If the people that get in don't have to deal with server problems, then it should be fine, but... Yeah, I'm just getting the pale blue screen, Hilly. I'm half tempted to uninstall and reinstall it on the Xbox. It tends to go faster than Steam. How else would they do it? You would let people preload it, and then you would have a rolling region unlock. Like, I don't know, every other big game company in the world that knows about high demand? Apparently allowed pre-install. They did not allow pre-install. The Steam install was made available literally the minute the announcement was made, and the pre-install on the Xbox was a 280 meg file that is nothing. Preload would ruin the surprise, though. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. In the name of the surprise... Yeah, I had the pre-install on my Xbox, brother. It's a 280 meg file. It's nothing. Uninstalling on Xbox doesn't change it? Okay. Every game has server issues at launch. I'm used to it. I don't think... Yeah. This is one of those times where people aren't listening to me. They're just kind of running to, like, the top 10 responses to complaints about a wait or a slow download. I'm not talking about having a wait or a slow download or a queue time. That's par for the course on a launch date. I am not talking about that. I am talking about a bad experience day one with a game that's been highly anticipated because you rolled it out in literally the dumbest way possible. That's what I'm talking about. There are better options than this. That is what I'm talking about. I am not being an entitled video game Karen. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm making a very sensible and fair point. That you could have let everybody know, hey, you know, we have a really big announcement, so make sure and, you know, check, go preload Halo Infinite just in case we have a big announcement. I don't know. And then you do like a region unlock. You let regions jump in. This is par for the course, and there's no better options out there. That's what I'm saying. They could have done this in a far better way. Because the worry, again, would be this game is already struggling with consumer confidence, and you're going to have a bunch of people irritated today. Irritated at how long it takes to download. Irritated that the servers go down. Irritated that they can't get in. Whatever the case may be. The consumer right now is, in a large sense, not having a good experience, and that's probably not the best thing right now for Halo Infinite. Yeah, I have done a full shutdown of my Xbox, Sven. I can't get it to update. I literally did a full shutdown. Yeah, Creature, I say we just revert this VOD back to Outriders since most people are going to click and watch the opening anyway. Struggling with consumer confidence. Can you elaborate? I thought the flights were massively improved upon. They were. But consumer confidence in Halo Infinite is not in the best spot. Not everybody got to play the flights. There were massive amounts of negative feedback about the first flight, which they've done a good job responding to the feedback. Don't get me wrong. They completely changed the radar from what it was going to be because of the overwhelming feedback. But the concern has been, is it ready? And then when they showed off the campaign stuff, it was kind of It was like the most recent campaign showing. I don't know. I know the fans were extremely thrilled, but think about it like this. Ignore the people that are going to literally lay on the ground and cry because they get to kiss Master Chief's boots, okay? Ignore those people. They don't matter because they're a constant. They're going to buy this game and worship it no matter what. This game, if it wants to be successful, needs to pull in those that are either on the fence, maybe you've been away from the franchise for a while, or maybe you're just wanting to check it out. Anybody that heard this announcement today and is attempting to jump in right now is thinking, these guys don't know what the frick they're doing. I can't even get the game to work. Or if the servers have problems, which they might, it's likely they will, then you're going to have a bunch of people checking out the game and having a terrible experience. Right, of course, 30. Waiting in line, you forget. Exactly. The roller coaster effect. Mike could be right. I mean, if people get in and have a good time, sure. The roller coaster effect will be in full. You wait 45 minutes to ride a roller coaster that lasts for 2 minutes and you forget about standing in line. It's worth it, right? Hopefully getting in is a smooth and exciting and well-oiled process. I hate these types of surprises because it just leads to a bunch of people sitting around being annoyed instead of just a sensible, methodical, consumer-informed launch. Would it mostly be fanboys who are frothing at the mouth to play ASAP? Yeah, maybe, Zubair. Maybe. You can't... The announcement is nowhere on your Xbox. So if people weren't watching that stream, unless their friends tell them or they check Twitter, the Xbox is not telling you that it's available to download right now. I don't know. Obviously, I'm biased because I got ready and I can't play it because I'm sitting here waiting for a 23 gig download and I got a 280 meg, placeholder on my Xbox. It's annoying. I'm expressing that annoyance. Let me check my Xbox. Hang on. They're already peep streaming it? Well, yeah, they gave, more than likely, they gave the big boys code so they could have the thing fully installed and ready to go. Doc and Courage and a lot of those guys. 100%. Right? 100%. They were given the heads up. No doubt. No doubt. I just don't know if I want to cannibalize tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow, focusing on Outriders and playing Outriders is probably a better move for us. If we do another stream today, we're going to cannibalize tomorrow because we're going to corrupt the notification system, and then nobody will get notied tomorrow, and we'll have inconsistent numbers. I've decided this is the new caution emote. If you see this, it means Bear is cranky. You shouldn't poke him. If this is not active right now, but remember for the future. Even who is playing? I'm sorry, that message got deleted. Anyone knows your stream time tomorrow will expect to stream tomorrow? I just don't know, man. I just don't know. My core audience has been showing up in big numbers for New World and From Software, and that Outriders stream was really, really strong, and it was mostly my core audience. We didn't get a ton of new subs from that. We weren't meeting a ton of new people. It was mostly you guys. I'm telling you, I don't think Halo PvP is the play for us. I really don't. It's just a viewership grab. It's not an investment. I'm not interested in a viewership grab. Have you got an Outriders vid to watch? We already watched it. If you want to rewind to the beginning of this stream, and then once you're at the very beginning, go about 20 minutes into this stream. We've been niching down to great success. I trusted my gut, and we ignored Call of Duty Vanguard. We ignored Battlefield, and to great success. Our From Friday was stellar. Our New World turnouts have been excellent. Our Lost Ark coverage was steady and good. It wasn't amazing, but it was steady and it was good. We've made a lot of decisions that I feel like have really gone well, and I'm here to tell you, I don't think me booting up and playing Halo PvP is anything other than a viewership grab. And by tomorrow, it won't even be much of a viewership grab. No one's going to care because I'm not known for it. So I think tomorrow is an Outriders day. I think we're going to cover the update tomorrow. We're going to talk about whether or not this is the, is Outriders going to be the comeback kid? And then we're going to jump in and check it out. And I break down games like Outriders. That's my thing, right? The loot, the transmog, the intentionality, the content loop. That's what I do. I don't play games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Halo. I mean, I do, but we're having a lot of great response to our choices, and I think this is going to be another one of those choices that feels like it does feel weird to turn my back on easy viewership. It does. It feels weird, but I know it's the right call. Now, when Halo officially launches, sure, we will play through that campaign. Once we have Forge in our hands, we'll be doing fun stuff with you guys. Once the seasons start rolling out, sure, we'll check out those seasons. If they try to turn Halo Infinite into a quasi-Destiny, you will get very consistent and good coverage from me if I feel like it's the right call. But jumping into a freaking PvP beta that they slapped on us today, I don't think so. And I'm not about to cannibalize tomorrow to do it. I'm not about to cannibalize tomorrow to do it. Why don't we do this? We don't. I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. Hang on, it's playable. So let's just see. It literally just finished verifying. That was like the fastest verifying I think I've ever had. I'm on my PC right now. This is the PC. Xbox is just chilling with the blue screen, Hilly. I can't friggin' do anything. You just got the update on Xbox? Yeah, I couldn't get it to pull an update. If Jay just got an update, Hilly, maybe try and restart your whole Xbox. What do you mean, let's get you signed in? Should already be signed in. We're gonna go over here. Invert look. Borderless full screen. What? What is that? Why can't I just do full screen? Okay. It's not an option? Weird. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, so here's your battle pass. Is this all the same stuff we saw last time? I think this is the same... I think this is the same stuff that we saw in the beta, or the tech tests. Yeah, I don't know if this is new. I could be wrong. I feel like this is all the stuff from the tech tests. So, let's see what they have available. Bot Boot Camp, Quick Play, Big Team Battle, and Ranked Arena are available. Yeah, when you click on campaign, it says available December 8th. The Master Chief returns. The Big Team Battles, 12 on 12, featuring large-scale maps and vehicular carnage. Ranked. Competitive Halo Infinite settings. Battle rifle starts, no radar. Face off against other Spartans and to earn to progress your rank. And then Quick Play is just standard Halo Infinite settings. I'm not gonna boot up another stream. We're just gonna see. We'll just see how it plays. I'm not gonna do a second stream. They get nothing but props from me and respect if these frickin' servers are actually like running smooth. That was the point of the limited test flights, to stress test for this. Well, it got me in, and it says other players loading, so I don't know. We're not in yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Keep getting a blue screen. Xbox, hang on, let me turn it down. Xbox updates are rolling out, so maybe research your Xbox and see. Score 3 times to win, deadlock. Control all 3 points at once to score. Okay. What are we gonna get in a boxing match?
All 3 zones to score. An ally is claiming a zone.
That's gonna be annoying getting shot across there. We gotta go down.
An ally has captured a zone.
Ooh! I heard it. It was too late, chat.
Zone captured.
Your team is close to total control.
I'm on a good team, chat. I thought I had a teammate farther than me. We just had to get A, it looks like.
Eyes up. Ordnance dropping from orbit.
Gotta consult the radar more often.
Hostiles are capturing a zone.
Enemy shields down.
I was hoping they were gonna get in the car and stay in the car. But I was trying to zoom in.
The enemy is capturing a zone. They won't give it up without a fight.
I busted their shield. They made a really good push. They made a really good push for that zone. It feels like it's running smooth. Somebody's asking if it's running smoothly. Oh, they're about to score. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they just got their first score.
New zones are ready for capture.
So they rotate the zone, so it's not a. It doesn't turn. It's a bit of a meat grinder, but then it can reset on you.
One of ours is capturing a zone. Zone captured. An ally is claiming a zone. Taking fun.
Your team is close to total control.
An ally has captured a zone. Taking fun.
Oh, I needed to reload. I'm dumb. I messed that up. It was just officially announced that Elder Scrolls will be Xbox and PC exclusive. I mean, we pretty much knew that was going to happen. We pretty much knew that was going to happen.
Total control for the enemy.
We're getting crushed here.
You got new zones incoming.
We had a strong start and we've fallen off. We've fallen right off. I feel like a lot of my team is AFK. I feel like I'm moving forward and I don't have any support. At least that's what it looks. That's what it feels like. I feel like we're getting like Leadfoot syndrome. Everybody's just standing around.
The enemy has seized a zone.
Your enemy is nearing total control. Zone captured.
Yeah, we just have lead-footed syndrome, like no one's moving forward. Yeah, that's game.
Boys are ours.
You've got what it takes.
Like I felt like I was the only one pushing forward and trying to push the issue with locations. Like everybody just accepted like the first one and gave up. I don't know. Need to find the big guns. I was just trying to get back in the swing of it. I haven't played since the tech test. It's just such a different feeling of a shooter. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody has that syndrome right now. Like I think everybody was just sort of like getting adjusted to the game, and my team was just sort of being lead-footed. Like they were all just kind of standing around. I was like, man, you got to push forward. You got to go. Still squat up. How do we even do that? It's telling me King is on. I don't see. Okay, try adding your Xbox. All right, hang on a second. Find friends. It looks like I can only find you via Steam. Are you on Xbox? You're playing on Xbox? I don't know how to do it. There doesn't seem to be a way to search for people outside of just going to my Steam's friends list. Because when I go to find friends, Discord's not installed on this PC. That's not true. On Steam? Yeah, unfortunately... It says that you're in the menus of Halo Infinite. I can see you playing. I sent you an invite. Okay, now you're with me. Oh gosh, you can hear me in game too. If you select the campaign, it just directs you to pre-order the game barrier. Yeah, it doesn't look like crossplay's enabled yet. At least I'm not seeing a way to do crossplay. It literally lets me search through Discord or Steam, and Steam friends list isn't working very well because he's literally on right now. I had to go into Steam to invite him. I don't hear you if you're saying anything, Wheeze. I mean, we can... Yeah, we can probably do one more game. I don't want this stream to end up being too long because when streams get too long, they struggle after we're not streaming, so I don't like doing that.
Stockpile. Bring your base to full charge.
Scavenge power seeds and deliver them to your base to win. Yeah, they might have it turned off just so people could play and test server stability. Crossplay brings all kind of nonsense with it, typically. Doc seems to be enjoying Halo, playing with the homies. We'll see. Like I said, big team battle might give him an opportunity, capture the flag and stuff to create the drama and the narratives. I don't know. The game feels smooth. I thought the flight felt smooth.
We need those power seats.
I feel that I don't know. I feel like the game has potential. I feel like arena shooters have potential. I helped. kind of the general problem with big team is that I'm getting shot by 2 and 3 people at a time, and there's not a lot I can do about it. One picks at me, I hide. Another one picks at me, I hide. Like, I feel like I'm always in a 2v, 3v1. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing either. I feel like I'm, like, protecting the base. At least that's what it feels like. The enemies are, like, pushing the base for some reason. Yeah, same map. Like, why are they pushing our base? Is there a reason for that? I thought we were supposed to get stuff and come back to our base. Turn my back for 2 seconds. How many maps does the game have? I don't know. I didn't check that. Went to go in the armory and like, I feel like that's the strategy in big team battle. It's like, if you see somebody, just shoot at them.
A gift from the heavens is inbound. Wheels en route.
Oh, golly. I can't tell if we're doing the right thing or not.
We're one power seed closer.
Almost.
Eyes up! Ordnance dropping from orbit. Classic kill.
Your team has reached half power.
We're one power seed closer.
Your team needs one more power seed. Power seed stockpile incoming.
I'm bad.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
Ah. The nade! Oh, I got lucky.
A gift from the heavens is inbound.
The enemy is at half power.
Oh, I'm bad. You purposely only hip firing? Yeah, I mean, there's no real reason to ADS in this game. Have you ever played Halo? You're not. I mean, ADSing isn't necessary. All right, fine.
A gift from the heavens is inbound. Mow them down.
Got him. Yep. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Your team has stolen an enemy power seed.
Oh, golly. We had good positions. You can ADS to VR. You can ADS all the weapons slightly. Little teeny zoom. It just isn't a whole lot of need. I mean, I'm not really a Halo guy. I feel like I'm doing okay. Largely not ADSing.
Dropping from orbit.
Ah. Yo! That's on your driver? Yeah, I was doing all right. I was doing okay. And then he took us and just left me to die.
The enemy team has scored. Power seed stockpile incoming.
Enemy team secured a power seed.
I'm trying to help.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
A gift from the heavens is inbound. Taking fire.
Dang it. Ah! Where is the support? I'm tired of facing 4 people. Move up. Jeepers. Freaking holding down the line against 4 bros. Like, just team up with me. Team shot, you pricks. Jiminy, that's irritating. Nothing worse than holding the line against multiple enemies. Like, no one will move up and support. All those guys were free. They were all free. They're so low.
Ordnance dropping from orbit.
Your team needs one more power seed.
Wheels en route.
Please erase the last 10 seconds from your memory. What the frick was that?
Your team just scored.
We're one power seed close.
Power seed stockpile incoming.
We're one power seed close.
Ah. Thank you, teammate.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
Got him. The boys coming in with the support. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I soften them up for you. I'm shooting 2 and 3 targets at once. Dude was about to hammer you? Yeah. I heard the hammer miss, or saw it at least. He like totally whiffed.
A gift from the heavens is inbound.
Shoot. I cannot flank, dude. That guy wanted my babies. Like, he literally watched me the whole way over. He's got like 3 of my guys right on top of him, and he just literally followed me that whole way. He did not want to let me live. Some players get so committed. Like, they hit you with 1 bullet, and they're like, I have to kill that guy.
Your ticket to the skies is on the way.
The enemy has stolen a power seed.
The enemy has loaded a power seed.
Your team has reached half power.
Oh boy.
The enemy is at half power.
Enemy is stealing your seeds. I don't even understand exactly. It looks like they're just those little white things out there, right? Oh, these things. I see. I see.
One power seed remaining.
The enemy has 1 power seed remaining. I get it. And we're coming back with 1 right now.
The enemy team has scored.
I think they won.
Power seed stockpile incoming. Your team needs 1 more power seed. Power seeds are ready to secure.
That's such BS. Like, how does he use the same weapon against me, same distance, and yet the other guy was running away. That was such a free kill. I don't understand this game sometimes, bro. I don't understand this game sometimes.
We've got sudden death.
Ground vehicle en route.
The enemy is at half power. Your team just scored.
Oh, we won. Yeah, that sword. Sometimes I feel like the AR literally can't shoot anything in front of you, and then other guys kill me with the AR like it's a laser beam. I don't understand that. Headshots? Yeah, but it has like spread and recoil. Everyone can hear you? Everyone can hear me on the team? I'm sorry to everybody on this team that had to listen to me talk and whine and cry like a baby. I apologize. I'm not a Halo player. Why is it showing 3 peeps? Who's with us? Oh, Hilly's with us. Read my note about regarding AR. The AR is all about pulsing your shots. Short bursts are more accurate. Oh. Yeah, because, like, I was wondering. I was like, how are some of these guys just nailing me from that far away? Hang on. I can mute myself. Give me a second. There. I won't be coming through now. The anchor? I wasn't the anchor, was I? No, I was on top. Oh, all you get credit for is deposits and steals. You don't get credit for anything else. Oh, golly. I didn't help at all. I was 15 over 12 with 11 assists, so I did fine in that department. I just didn't help with the actual OBJ. Oh, Hilly's the anchor. Oh, okay. I mean, I was the anchor considering the OBJ. I didn't do a dadgum thing. All right, we should have time for one more before we need to head over to the premiere. There's just nothing worse. Like when I lost my cool, there's nothing worse than holding a position, and literally getting shots on 3 or 4 different dudes and like no one comes to help. It's like, where is everybody? I have 11 teammates. No one's close by. Like every time I hear gunshots and I see red bodies getting shot, I am putting shots on bodies to assist. You know what I'm saying? Everyone kept yelling, shut your... Everyone kept yelling, shut your dumb ass up. I had no idea they could hear me.
We need those power things.
I'm gonna get... Wait, is that... What's that guy's name? Oh, is this the same thing? Like go and collect power cells? Okay. I'm gonna try and help this time. What killed us? Oh, he threw up a nade. They got a full... There we go. I was gonna say, they got a full crew there.
A gift from the heavens is inbound.
Nice nades. Yeah, I got some decent nades when we got to that top position. I'm trying to play OBJ. When I play OBJ, I shut my brain off and I make dumb mistakes.
Enemy has loaded a power seed. Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so slow. Chat, I'm so slow, chat.
We're one power seed closer.
I'm going. Trying to help. Oh, I'm trying to help. Come on. Clench and go. I can hear a car. I can hear a warthog. Sorry, Halo fans. I said car. Like this son of a gun.
Our team has loaded a power seed.
How do you get up?
Ground vehicle requisition.
Your team has reached half power.
Over there, hostiles in sight. Power seed acquired.
Ow. Come on. Protect me, Wheezy.
One power seed remaining.
Go! Why are you offending cars? Come on.
Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Come on. This is the last one. Unless that guy's got one. Nope. I don't think he does. He's moving too fast. This seems too easy. They dropped them like right in front of our base.
Your team just scored. Power seed stockpile incoming.
You're welcome. Gosh, I need a distance weapon.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
Power seed acquired.
I'm coming, boys. They're all on the other side. You're not helping. I don't even have that far to go.
Power seed loaded. Ordnance dropping from orbit. Reloading. Ground vehicle.
Ta-da! Oh, yes. No,
Eyes up. Ordnance dropping from orbit. The enemy has loaded a power seed.
Can you throw that thing?
The enemy has stolen a power seed.
Bring it home, Spartan. We're one power
Next level
seed
strat.
closer.
Next level strats.
The enemy is at half power.
Is that distorted Sama?
Tango's closing in. Targets are over there.
Your team has reached half power.
Come on. This is it. This is the shot. Ready? Oh, there was nobody there.
Power seed acquired. Wheels en route.
One more.
One power seed remaining. Your enemies have one power seed remaining.
Shoot.
Bring it home, Spartan.
Come on. Protect my booty cheeks, bro. Who is letting him? Oh, okay. Wait, who is letting him steal, bro? Who's letting him steal my seeds, bro?
Scorpion tank is inbound. Power seeds are ready to secure. Your team has
Whatever.
stolen an enemy power seed.
We might have to push the premiere just by 5 minutes or so. Where are the
heavens is inbound.
Wait, where are the power seeds now? Oh, there they are. Oh, gosh.
Enemies have one power seed remaining.
They made big team plays. They made big team plays with that tank. You already pushed it? Okay. I was gonna say that freaking tank is they're making big plays. They're gonna score. Yeah, they only need one more. They're gonna take this round easy peasy. Because they already got a guy running back and throwing it. Okay, I have an idea. Shoot. Fricking tank. Alright, I have an idea. You son of a... Is there nothing we can use to get rid of that tank? It's just, what is it going to be there for the rest of the day? Like, come on.
Seeds are ready to secure.
Power seed acquired. Enemy team secured a power seed. Bring it home, Spartan. Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Hijack and destroy it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No one back at base. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna presidential escort this guy back. Get rid of this douche that's up here.
The enemy is at half power.
Thank you. What a freaking douche wagon.
Our team has loaded a power seed. Our team has loaded.
He was just throwing them off. We've got two right here. He was smart enough. He was smart enough not to try to leave with them because he'd have been too slow.
The enemy team has scored.
Yeah. GG's. I mean, that's not a bad game mode. I think if you played super organized, it'd be more intense. Like, if we were all on comms and, like, jumping in cars together and stuff. He didn't think his brilliant plan all the way through. No, he just let us score really easily because he was just dropping them all off. So it was like, bing, 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 bing. We eventually got them all. What he needed was his team helping him. If his team would have been grabbing them and bailing with them, we would have been in bad shape. We'd have been in bad shape. Wait, where am I on the scoreboard? Oh, 8 steals. No deposits? What do you mean? What is that? I literally was the MVP. I got no credit? What do you mean, bro? It was literally me the whole time. Are you actually kidding me? Look at that. I got credit for nothing. I got 10 deaths forces, 0 kills, and 8 steals. I didn't get any deposits? I literally single-handedly got us 2 of our points. Look at me getting kills, steals, and deposits. What the frick, man? Were you delivering to the wrong place? No, we literally got points because of me. I literally carried the team. What is going on? What is happening? It clearly seems like Lono wasn't pulling his weight. Lono dunking on the wrong goal? No, I literally, there's only one goal, Eugene. There's only one. You can't deposit on the enemy. You were dunking red team? No, I wasn't. Go back and watch the broadcast. We every time it would say, you need one more. I'd slam in one and we'd get a point. Yeah, they must be having something wrong with the scoreboard. Because look, it doesn't even have deposits for them either. Look, they apparently got 1 deposit. That's not possible. They got a point, which means they should have 5 deposits total. Like their entire team has no deposits. Our entire team has 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 isn't even enough. Yeah, 6 isn't even enough to win. We won, so we should have 18 total deposits, and we have 6, so it's not tallying them correctly. Perhaps deposits don't count if it's a steal. I mean, I was literally picking them up off of the ground and banking them. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I really truly don't. It's fun. It's smooth. I don't think this game is in our wheelhouse until there's Forge or a campaign. I think tomorrow we're gonna heavily throw ourselves at covering Outriders and playing Outriders. But for now, I have a premiere. We got into talking about why I limit my kids' screen time, and it's gonna go live over on Presents. There's 243 people here. We really need you guys to support these premieres over on Presents. We're trying to turn the rudder on that channel after the no longer covering Destiny problem happened. The YouTube partner manager was like, you're going to really need to lean on your audience to support these premieres. So please do me a favor. Do my channels and the brand and everything a favor. Click the link in chat. And thank you, Sven, for sending another goose. Please do not send me any more geese. This one's gigantic. So we now have 2 gooses, geese, goose as Zeus, goose eyes in the house for me to punch. So click the link in chat, all right? Click the link in chat. Go support the premiere. Once you guys get over there, I'll push the premiere live. Thanks for a huge day. I'm looking forward. There's good things on the horizon, man, with Outriders, with Lost Ark, with Elden Ring, more Sekiro this Friday. New World's got stuff coming. We've got some good stuff, guys, all right? Please click the link in chat. Go support the premiere. 240-something people here. I'd love to see over 100 people over on that premiere, all right? Thank you guys so much. I'll leave you some music, and I'll see you over there on that premiere.